Oh, that is a glass pipe. I think this was, it's almost like someone was squatting up here. And this is a piece of a couch. There's some pillows. Oh, so that maybe that's what, maybe if there was somebody squatting here, they were sleeping on this couch. That's what the pillows are for.
I have returned to make a better video than I did last time. As of recording this, it's still not clear when the house was built, but a fellow abandoned house hunter suggested in the comments section of my previous video that the home was likely built around 1870. So let's just say the house is about 150 to 160 years old, though I'm not married to that number. Let me know if you agree or disagree, or possibly you have a better idea as to when the house was built. Let me know. Also, this is actually the third time I've gotten video of this place. I still wasn't satisfied with the footage when I was here last. Interestingly though, in the 2 weeks separating this visit and the last one, some things in the house have changed. I don't know if it was the result of a squatter or just someone like me who likes to explore abandoned houses, but I found evidence that somebody was squatting here at one point. So let's check it out.
Alright, let's do it again. So, this is the front room. You know, as soon as you walk in the back door. And it looks like this place was gotten into, of course, long ago. Looks like someone busted that out and then probably just unlocked the door from the inside. Got a broom and some stuff back here. I don't know what's up with all the jugs of water. Maybe it was for the Keurig. I don't know. You know, judging by all the other medical equipment in here, it wouldn't surprise me if whoever lived here had a CPAP, but this is purified drinking water, not distilled water, which is what you would see with a CPAP. It's plastic forks and what is this? Yeah, that's what I thought. Chef Boyardee ravioli. Okay. Picture here. Someone's dog. We got a lighter, camp lighter, a tin for something. Yeah, there's a number of stuff in here. Nothing that really jumps out at me. Here's the pantry area. There's it's a hiking backpack. Note the frame. I don't see any. I thought maybe that would have a brand on it. No, I guess not. Heat a seat. Interesting. Just a lot of random junk in here. Some DirecTV boxes. What's up there? Doesn't look like anything. I'm not sure. It looks like cooking stuff in there. We got this back here. More cooking stuff. Jars, glasses. Yeah. Nothing particularly interesting. Okay.
As you can see, that basement door was closed when I left last time.
This is the basement. I don't know if you can see, yeah, it's quite flooded. Some boots. Here's one of those water things, you know, you put the water on top and you press buttons for water to come out. And this tells us approximately when the home was last occupied, despite it being sold in 2023, I think I saw. Looks like a giant badminton thing. I'm sure it has another use, maybe a lamp or something. It's got some ramen up here, some other, looks like baking stuff. Oh wait, that's actually oatmeal. Huh, no shit. Now, let's take a look at this bathroom. A fellow abandoned house hunter, Zekrix, had mentioned he thought that this bathroom was an add-on, that this house likely didn't come with a bathroom. Which I'll take his word for it, because he seems to know more than I do. Yeah, just a lot of what you would expect in a bathroom. Sinus, cough and cold, cotton swabs, toothbrushes, looks like some deodorant in there. Yeah, Rexall gauze and Mucinex. Yeah. There's all these pop cans here. I wonder if this was just like a party spot for high school kids or possibly college kids. Not much under here. That tub looks pretty grimy. A lot of bathroom stuff. Relax and soak. Still got some towels back here. Huh. Now for the kitchen. You know, I don't know a ton about architecture. So, you know, a lot of people on my channel seem to point out architectural things about the properties that I go into. So I think maybe I should take some more time to admire it. I think the only thing that stands out to me is like this stuff here, you know, where the, you know, it's black, and then there's this thing here, and then the wall, but I don't really know what that's called. Family Adventure. Sword of Lancelot plus the Adventures of Robin Hood. Queen Eleanor and the Emerald Isle. Alright, that's on there pretty good. I'm not going to worry too much about it. It feels empty anyway. What is this? Oh, it's sweetener. 0 calorie. Mice droppings. I do like this checkered floor, or linoleum, I mean. Looks like there's hardwood underneath it. Masks. Oh, the days. Sun-kissed, Diet Pepsi. I don't know why. I think these are all empty. Well, that one still feels full. But for some reason the tops were cut off of these pop cans. I don't know why. Lucky Strikes. Knives. Poker thingy. This looks like a Christmas ornament. Yeah. teapot or I think that's a coffee percolator actually. Unopened Maxwell house. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Car just went by. Some Crocs up here. Look at these old cell phones and that scale. Oh man, takes me back. And this was a track phone. Consumer cellular. Wonder if those would work if we put a battery in them. Here's that medical alert bracelet for a diabetic. Thought I put that back, you know, straighter like that. But maybe I didn't.
But actually I did.
Yeah. Typical kitchen stuff. Coffee mugs mostly. Some glasses. Oh, mouse droppings. That one's got no knob on it. Pans, mixers. Yeah, nothing to write home about, you know. Yeah, there's not really much under here either. I remember this one is jammed in there. So is this one. Actually, all three of them are now that I think of it. Just a lot of cleaning stuff in here. Ashtrays. This is a Tupperware drawer. Probably have to blur that out. But yikes, talk about a unibrow. Graduate 98. What are the chances that the batteries still work? Guess not. Of course, what did I expect? It's upstairs. I'll come back to that. Oh my, there's still pills here. Prazosin. Look at all these meds here. There's pill bottles. Yeah, there's pill bottles everywhere. Saw palmetto. I don't even know what the hell that is. Budesonide. That's for breathing treatment. There's still all these pills in here. That's gabapentin, metformin. Well, of course, it's metformin. They were diabetic. Fluoxetine, finasteride. Oh, it's just vitamin C. Complete multivitamins. Loperamide. What the hell is that? Oh, risperidone. Lisinopril. Yeah, this is just, there's just so much shit here. Glimepiride. Oh my goodness. More metformin. More metformin again. And look at all this mail and clothes. Clothes at my feet. Looks like there's nothing in there. There's an oxygen machine. Newports and Pall Malls. I do like how the red, the walls are red and there's that white border and then the white roof. That is pretty cool. Yeah. Same down here. Kind of a pale something. I don't know. I'm not an artist. I don't know what you would call that color. But it's not quite as light as the white of the ceiling. Just got some lamps here. More clothes. More cigarette packs. Some portable oxygen tanks. Because cigarettes and oxygen go together well. More oxygen tanks. And a lot more clothes. Wonder what causes the wall I don't know if you can see that, but the wall's kind of, it's like warped. Same with over there. And the ceiling is having some issues. Family photo. Happier days, I hope. Oh my God. Mountain lightning. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. What the hell's this thing? Oh, those are seashells. That's kind of cool. I like how they decorated that too. Or, well, hung it up in the glass ball. Get that to zoom. Not with these gloves on anyway. The clock stopped at 3:21 and looks like 40 seconds. Or a little past 40 seconds, but not quite on 41. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I imagine that's a prayer of some sort. But I think that's all for the lower level. Let's head upstairs. Got Got someone left their sunglasses. So a little bit of artwork. It will look to be a tiny room, bedroom, or maybe a playroom of some kind. Check out the Guitar Hero guitar. I remember when that game came out, it was quite a big deal. Staying up till 6 in the morning with your friends, just rocking out on Guitar Hero. But yeah, it's mostly just toys in here, I think. DVD. It's another old cell phone. An LG. Yeah, look at all this junk. I do remember there were some Pokemon cards here. Clefairy was the only one I really know of. That was first generation. I don't know what generation Spinda is, but it's not a Pokemon I'm familiar with. I'm also not familiar with Clarion. What the hell is this? I don't know. Christmas tree down there. Some boxes up here. Just another box. Yeah. More cigarettes. Here is some Play-Doh. Whoops. Still Play-Doh in there. Oh, and it smells like Play-Doh too. Looks like we got some bed rails, some pictures. Yeah, family pictures, some more clothes. I see some toys, a lot of stuff in trash bags. Check out the handprints on the wall. Again, this must have been a child's bedroom or playroom, I suppose. I don't know if I noticed that last time. Look at that old Memorex, or the box for the Memorex DVD player. Is it in there? No, of course not. Ooh, an old vacuum. Is it a Eureka? Huh. Yeah, that's all for in here, I think. Got a shirt on the floor. Looks like some personal items and an ashtray. Oh, that is a glass pipe. I think this was, it's almost like someone was squatting up here. Some cleaner back there. Get to know your Google Home Mini. I remember this. This was basically just a junk drawer. I don't know, do people still have junk drawers? And this is a piece of a couch. There's some pillows. Oh, so that maybe that's what. Maybe if there was somebody squatting here, they were sleeping on this couch. That's what the pillows are for. Some oddly placed paint. Kit Kat wrapper. Got some old routers. Looks like a lot of RCA cables. Looks like we got some sweaters and jackets in here. Yeah. This must be a DVD player. Oh, it's a Blu-ray player. Okay. Oh shit, it's getting windy out there. New Testament, Palms, Proverbs. What's this book? Tour book. I don't know what I just dropped. I think it was that wipe. Scotts Bluff, Nebraska. Some socks. Card for Agway. Looks like sweatpants. Some jeans and probably a t-shirt. Looks like some socks, and these are orthopedic socks. Oh wait, oh. It's a debit card, or a reward card. I thought that was fake. But it's real. Some comforters. Another ashtray. Those are clippers. Huh. That's interesting. Hazard electrical. Was this a, this must have been one of those, like mechanical beds. You know, like it would lift up on its own and... Huh, I didn't notice that before. See what happens when you take your time? Ooh, there's a pill down there. Picture of a dog and a baby. Oh, actually, several baby pictures. Some Carhartt boots. Looks like some sweaters. I didn't see this stuff before either. Wow, they just look like kids' drawings. I guess I'll go crawl around the attic again. You know, when I was first here, I didn't think of it until I was already walking up the steps, but this kind of looks like a newish, well, maybe not new, but not very old master lock. And this was put on, this was not the original lock that was on here. These steps are so narrow. It's gonna be hot. It's hot like crazy up here. Yeah, it's very hot. There's the fake gun that I thought was real for a hot minute. Here's this big treasure chest. Doesn't have anything but newspapers in it. And I'm not gonna try to pull that paper out. It's just gonna rip if I try that. So we just won't know what the date was on it. It's just a picture frame, nothing in it. Vindermint liqueur. It's empty. Okay. Toaster oven back there. It's a bowling trophy. What does that say? 65 Elk City Lanes, 66 Champs, D. Meyer. I think I said that name right. Picture of Jesus. This, I need a key to open, so that's kind of a bummer. Looks like mostly kids' toys. Of course, I could probably just stick a needle in there and it would open, but I'm not going through all that trouble. Bunch of chairs. Yeah, I first thought these were clothes when I was up here last time, but I kind of think there's a lot of blankets and other things in here as well. But I'm not going to dig through it. Kind of looks like a generator or an alternator. I'm not really sure what that is. I'm sure someone in the comments will know. It's another one of these lock boxes. I think that's called, what's that called, a boiler hat? It's a yardstick, or a meter stick, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if the mic picked that up, but I just heard something banging. I don't know, it must have just been the wind. Oh, let's keep going. Oh, this would be easier if I didn't have a backpack on. Yeah, this was the, I thought these knobs here looked like something from an old record player. I feel kind of dumb. It's like a portable range top, I guess. Got an old lamp. Looks like Christmas ornaments in here. Same in there. Those are the bulbs you hang from the tree. All kinds of stuff up here. Yeah, another commenter on the previous video had mentioned this place has a good roof on it. Which again, I'll have to take his word for it, but I suppose if it didn't have a good roof on it, it would be very wet in here. So I suppose for that reason alone, this is a good roof. But I think that's all for here. We'll get out of here and check out the shed out back. Oh, it is so hot up there. I am sweating buckets. it isn't raining. So let's go look at the stuff in the shed. I don't hear any cars coming. This isn't a particularly busy road. Oh, this place is a swamp. Okay. In my last video, my father had mentioned that that dryer doesn't look particularly old, which wouldn't surprise me if this was a bit of a dumping ground. Toaster, toilet seat. Spray cans. Yeah, this is just a lot of what you would expect in a shed. I don't know how interesting any of this stuff really is to you guys, but I told myself I was going to do going to make a proper video, so let's look at as much as we can here. Oh yeah, there's the mountain pie maker. Or at least that's what we made with them when I was younger. It's an old receiver, AM/FM stereo receiver and cassette recorder. That looks like maybe a speaker back there. Yeah, look at all this stuff. Ooh, it looks like a shower chair back there. Is this a razor? It's a Braun razor. Lech, I think. Maybe that's the last name. I don't know. You know, I really wanted to get to that camper over there, but it's just been dropping buckets of rain. I don't know just how swampy it is under that tall grass. I also don't know if there's wells under the tall grass. I think I might just skip that again. Maybe I can get to some of this stuff back here. Animal droppings. Was that rabbit droppings? Deer droppings? Okay, yeah. I don't know if you can see that, but it's properly flooded back there. Looks like they were burning stuff over here. Oh, is that an old tractor? Yes, it is. Yeah, okay, definitely too flooded to get any closer than that, but that old tractor is, wow, that is so cool. It's got like a wooden pallet for a roof. See if I can get another angle. That is really awesome. All right, let's have a look around the house, because there's some junk out front. walking through tall grass always sucks. Some more kids' toys out here. Looks like a burn barrel. Here's some more cans. Big old doghouse back there. That's a helicopter you hear. Look at all this junk. That is a low-flying helicopter too. Beware of dog. I typically listen to no trespassing signs, but that sign is old and faded. And this house is properly destroyed already. And here's the front porch. Yeah, I'm not going to step on that. Looks like it's already falling. Trailer back there. I think that's it. Thanks for tagging along, guys.